Alright, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars The Clone Wars Adventures Emulator video. It's actually been quite a long time since I've done one of these videos, so I've been wanting to do this one for quite a while, and I figured why not, since I'm waiting for Conquest to reset on SWTOR. I'm going to go ahead and do a video relating to the emulator. Now, in today's episode of the emulator, we're just pretty much going to be touching up on what's been updated and what you can expect to see pretty soon. So as you can see, we are currently on the official Star Wars The Clone Wars Adventures emulator website. And something brand new that I've never seen on their website is this first tab. Not the tab, but the screenshot, whatever you want to call it. So they have officially gotten their first milestone complete, which includes the first stage or the first few stages of each minigame. Only certain minigames, however. So once Open Alpha launches, we'll be having Lightsaber Duel, Republic Defender, Stunt Gungan, Starfighter. But I do believe Starfighter is going to be one of those. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that should be the 5th minigame to be launching along with Alpha. So congratulations to the staff for officially completing their first milestone on the minigames. Media coming soon and important news are pretty much all the same old stuff. Nothing's really changed there. So let's go ahead and look at the development status. As you can already tell, the minigame phase 1 has been complete. So now they are moving on to the basics, which include the launcher, the tutorial, the original calendar, and the mounts. Aside from that, once this is complete, I'm assuming it'll move on to social features, then it'll probably move on to phase 2, and then it'll move on to combat improvements. Obviously after Alpha is released, I'm assuming. And that pretty much covers the website. So now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys some exclusive sneak preview screenshots that have been sent to from the emulator server itself. And we're just going to pretty much go through each screenshot, and I'm just going to say my own opinion about it, and we'll just go from there. So let's go ahead and start with our first screenshot. So as you can tell, the lightsaber effects are officially back, which is incredible to say the most. I'm super excited to finally see that implemented back into the game. It almost looks like, and I know it's not, but it almost reminds me of the flourish abilities that used to be in the original game. I don't know why it reminds me of that, it just does for some reason. I know it was a certain lightsaber that would have that certain effect though. Hell if I can remember it. Moving on to the next screenshot, we have, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, this is only going to be a placeholder for the moment, but this will be the updated version of the Clone Wars Adventures emulator launcher. Obviously they got the patch notes down here, their official website, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. I actually really like this design. Even though it's more of a beta, prototype looking design, I actually very much like this one a lot better. It'd be really neat though to actually keep this design and change the background weekly. So the first week would be this, second week would be, another place on Coruscant or Umbara, etc. I think that'd be pretty neat to have. Moving on to the screenshot number 3, we officially have the return of chat bubbles. So luckily, for those who remember the original game, chat bubbles were extremely frustrating and very annoying. When you couldn't type certain stuff incorrectly, it would always filter out certain words and such, which are completely understandable. Obviously with cursing and such, definitely don't want that in the emulator or in the original game, so it always filtered stuff like that. But I'm super glad to see that the chat bubbles are officially back. It'll definitely bring back a bunch more memories. And I believe I also have another animation regarding that, so we'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. Moving on to the next screenshot, which is one of my all-time favorites, the holograptors, and this one in particular is Darth Maul. Looks absolutely stunning and incredible. I'm super excited to actually have this one back into my collection. I love it so much. I'm honestly really excited for all the holoprojectors. Well, most of them, I should say, because I think the next screenshot's also gonna be one of my favorites as well, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Darth Maul, super excited to see this one coming back. Yep, that was right. And we also have the Rancor holoprojector. Super excited to see this one back in action. And obviously, like, the only thing that really bugs me the most is the fact that it's not really textured that much. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this is still in like the early stage. It's not in the final. I could be wrong though. But anyway, can't wait to see the Rancor coming back. Hopefully it still has the same animations it did in the original game, where it would, I think it would originally fish out like a droid head from its mouth, if I'm not mistaken, and then it would re-eat it somehow. I just remember that, surprisingly. But anyway, Rancor looks really nice, really well done. Like I mentioned, could really use much more texture to it, obviously, but aside from that, pretty decent. Moving on to the next screenshot, which I thought it would be, I guess not. There it is. I guess it's not going to. There we go. So I believe this is the last animation that I have. This one's pretty much just showing off the chat bubbles officially. I also love the fact that when they did this recording, it was a Halloween event, so you can see some Halloween decorations in the background. But as you can tell as well, both lightsabers that the two staff are using also have effects that are actually working. And I believe this, if I'm not mistaken, this should be the dark side Anakin Skywalker outfit, I believe. So that's pretty awesome to see that coming back, as well as the Nutcracker Clone Trooper. The chat bubbles animation, though, really nice. It looks really smooth, clean, and fast to load, so that's always perfect. And of course, I also have one more animation, which is pretty much showing off the emotes and the toys that you can purchase from the market itself. I believe, is that the last one? That is the last one. Okay. That should be the last one. Right? Yes, cool. Actually, there is one more that I wanted to show you guys. So aside from all that, overall opinion, pretty good. I'm excited to finally recreate some memories into the game and try to purchase everything as much as possible. But there's also something else that I'm actually hiding out. You can see up in this corner over here. We'll go ahead and switch that here in just a second. Now, for those who remember, in the original game, I believe they had Darth Maul's lightsaber. They had the original dual saber and the one from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where it was just single-handed lightsaber. This one is actually coming from I believe it should be Season 7 of The Clone Wars. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Boom. This just looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this... so gorgeous. Just so fucking beautiful. It looks incredible. Now this, from what the developer said, is the official Darth Maul lightsaber from Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, the final season. And it really looks interesting to say the most because, as you can tell, it's a mixture. We have the original Darth Maul's lightsaber on the right-hand side, and we also have completely different looking lightsaber on the left side. And at first, to me, it seemed like this was a mixture of Savage Opress and Darth Maul, which would be it would be really awesome to see that, actually. But I don't know, I really like the design of this. I would honestly really love to have a decoration in the emulator just as this. Like, don't even bother with the lightsaber blade. Just have the stand with the hilt placed on it and sell that alone as decoration. As long as we can buy multiples, I would be so beyond happy to actually have just like a bunch of these hanging on the wall for some reason. But no, I mean, it's really incredible looking. It looks absolutely fantastic. I don't think I can actually zoom in anymore, unfortunately. No, I can't. Never mind. But it just really looks amazing, and I'm super excited to see the rest of the weapons coming back to the emulator. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I will not be touching up on the emulator until, you know, a bunch of more recent updates hit. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while, so I've saved some of the old screenshots and did some of those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small little episode. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys are looking forward to the most for the emulator. To me, and my answer is always going to stay the same. To me, I'm looking forward to recreating my character and getting him back to where he originally was. That's honestly like the only thing I'm looking forward to the absolute most, for the moment anyway. So anyway, until the next upload, whenever that'll be, which don't get your hopes up, the next upload won't be until quite a long time. Unless they come out miraculously and fucking say that the alpha's been announced or something. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll be talking to you guys later.